G'day guys, welcome to Keeping It Real. I'm Adrian Plan, I'm your host. Today we're in the beautiful Whitsunday Islands. Producer Louise and I have had a bit of spare time. We've ducked out for a quick overnight to enjoy the Whitsunday Islands. We'll be doing a little bit of fishing, but it's not the real focus of this trip. We're going to show you a bit of my backyard. Beautiful day today. Going to actually do a bit of trawling. There's been a few big Spanish about, so we're going to try and catch one of these nice big fish. I'm keen to get fishing because it is glorious. It's a cracker of a day. Let's go fishing. While we're chasing these Spanish, we've got this little spot here. There's a bit of a bommy and a big drop off on the other side. You know, you can see we've come up to the top of it. We've got bait fish and everything on the back end of it. So what we're doing is trawling these lures over the top. The bait's pretty tight on the bottom, as you can see here on the sounder. I'm not a big fan of. I like to sort of have that bait up off the bottom a bit. That tells me that there's predatory fish down there. If we get a fish, it's a bonus. It's just awesome to be out here. Okay, we're about half an hour now into our trawl. The first pass where we showed you on the screen, the bait was hugging the bottom. The tide's starting to flood, or an incoming tide, and the bait's really now starting to lift off the bottom. But it's getting exciting. We'll see how we go. There's a lot of bait fish now. A few tuna or mac tuna starting to break the surface. We've got a bit of a reefy shelf here at the back of this island. So I'm going to see what we can stir up with a popper. May get a GT, may get a trout come out of one of the bommies along here. So we'll give it a go, see what happens. I'm actually throwing into all these rocks and up into the shallows on top of the coral, just to see what we can pull out, you know, behind these snags. And it's like anything, where there's structure, there's fish. So we're just drifting along here, along this reef edge. We'll just keep trying different lures. I'm throwing some plastics now, like a mullet. Hopefully we can snag something. Oh, see him trying to grab him. He's come back for the second time. Oh, he's just realised he's been hooked. We're just travelling to our next location for a fish, and I always keep the little metal slugs on me. You know, we've come across a school of tuna, so they're probably Bonita or mac tuna, I'm not sure yet. But I'm only using, it's actually my squid rod, so it's a 4 kilo rod. You know, about 12-pound line. Great fun on light gear. Oh, I might have to tighten him up. That's the problem with this little bit lighter gear. This is one of my old faithful rods. I've had this in my collection for about 20 years and never lets me down. Like I said, it's only a 4 kilo stick and just do an awesome job on these fish. All I did was threw that slug straight into the center of that school, and bingo. They're feeding, they've got the bait up on the surface. He doesn't want to come in. Wow. I'm going to have to actually start putting a bit of pressure on him. I need to turn him. You can actually see there he's near spooled me. So you can see there, I can see the bottom of the spool. So he's nearly spooled me. He's starting to tire now, so loving the Whitsundays. This is great. You know, he's probably not going to be a big fish. I'm just taking my time with him now. I've got most of my line back. I should start to see him shortly. He's starting to come up high in the water. And it just shows you what you can, pressure you can put on these rods. Oh, there he is. And this is the fun bit about it. He's seen the boat and away he goes again. He's going for his second run. Oh, dropped him. That happens. That's fishing. That's why I come back. Yeah, and this is what we're getting on them, just these little tiny little pilchard slug. You know, they're $5. Great little things to have in your tackle box. But we were going to let that fish go anyway. But I tell you what, great fun on, 4 kilo outfit, 12-pound line. Yeah, having a ball, keeping it real. We'll be able to get straight into the center of these guys. Oh, look at that. We're in the center. If all goes well for us. Oh, there he goes. You can see him hit. He's staying up high. Oh, he's just realized I could be a bit bigger. I need to really slow this guy down. I've got to try and get some line. He took a lot of line. Might be a little bit bigger, this fella. I'm having a win on this fish. I'm slowly getting him to the surface. And they're everywhere. I can just on the horizon see the water just boiling absolutely everywhere. And they do their big circles. Oh, look at that, a beautiful little Bonita. He's not done yet. This guy just doesn't want to give up, but on this next circle, whoop, nearly dropped the net. Look at the beautiful silver colours in him. He's probably a bit bigger than I thought. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful Bonita and really good neck. Look how fat this guy is. These beautiful markings. Beautiful fish. We're giving it a bit of a swim. Look at the beautiful colours in him. And off he goes. The bait they're actually chasing, like the little white baits. And you can see the slug I'm using, very similar in size, colour, it's nice shiny silver, gets those Bonitas' attention. And that's why when you're outside or anywhere, especially if you do a lot of blue water fishing, always have one of those slugs, or even a couple of them in your tackle box, just for the fun of it, if you do come across these schools. But it just shows you why they hit these. It's representing the bait they're actually chasing. I don't know, he's something small. Oh, I'm embarrassed to bring it in. Never be embarrassed about fish you catch. Any fish is a good fish. And look at that, little stripy bass. Only a wee little fella, but still a fish. We've anchored up for the night now in one of the bays. We had a big day, but we're anchored up for the night now. Beautiful bay, nice and calm. We've actually got a lightning storm to probably the southwest of us, so I've got to keep an eye on that tonight. I've let out a heap of anchor rope just in case it comes later on, but we'll keep an eye on it and have a bit of fun in the bay. Not a lot of run in here. I'm not expecting to catch a lot, but hey, fish is a fish. Something little. We got a flooding tide again, or the incoming. You'll probably hear me use the word flooding, but actually starting to get a bit of a hot bite here. It's not a big fish. Actually, no, look at this. A little Moses perch. And look how fat he is. So beautiful little Moses perch there. And he's fat. He is really fat. In good nick. Little fish, but like I said, still a fish. It's good fun. I'm fishing, so I'm enjoying it. Good fun catching. I've just seen a couple of really big squid. I've just gone to put my rod down and I've just hooked something like not a big fish. We might get a few of these guys. Actually starting to look like to get a bit bigger. Another Moses perch. So it's not a big fish. They don't get really big. You know, you get them around the 25, 30 centimetres. But yeah, still a nice little fish. In good nick. It's good to see. And away he goes. No, I've dropped him. They might get a bit of a hot bite. Like we've got big tides. I normally don't like the tides as big as they are at the moment. Yeah, we're having 0.5 of a low and 3.5 highs, so there's a lot of movement between the tides. But they say no run, no fun. Okay, we're just throwing the squid jig out. I happened to see a little squid in the corner of my eye. Because of the size of him, I've got enough squid for bait. A little bit small to eat, so I'm going to throw this fella back. Till next time, see you up the creek.